What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we are jumping into the Fantastic Four, issue number 47, the Judgment Day tie-in. The world has failed at stopping the progenitor. It looks like everybody is about to face judgment, as riots go on in the streets, as people are terrified, as our heroes try their last-ditch effort to do anything to stop this celestial. Everybody turns to Reed Richards, one of the greatest minds to ever exist. Can Mr. Fantastic find an answer to saving humanity, to saving the Earth before it is too late? Now, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, make sure you have liked this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, we are picking up at the Baxter Building. You guys are definitely gonna notice tons of pop culture references. This one definitely feels like a heavily die-hard focused story, where Sue Storm is Bruce Willis and the Baxter Building is Nakatomi Plaza. Now, one thing I do want to point out right from the get-go, it is still very much up for debate on if Franklin actually has his powers back. Now, for a brief moment, we saw them back, but we didn't see if this was permanent. He very much acted like this was going to be permanent, even telling his parents, "You have to accept me for how I am, powers and all." But since that has taken place, we have yet to see Franklin actually do anything or use his powers. And all of the kids, they are currently locked away, hiding them away in the fourth dimensional fallout shelter, hoping that if judgment does come to pass, they will be safe. While Reed Richards, he's gonna go into his think tank. He is going to spend 8 hours in there, and he is going to try to find the answer. Because this story, it's not about Mr. Fantastic, it is about Sue Storm. While he is locked away and all of the kids are hidden away, Sue Storm is at the Baxter Building, more or less trying to not keep morale up, but to keep everybody calm, to make it seem like everything is just normal. This is the taking of Baxter 1, 2, 3, 4. As Sue Storm goes into work for the day, she greets Harriet, and this whole time we are getting narration from Mr. Fantastic. Even with the world about to face judgment, everybody is absolutely terrified. One of Sue Storm's greatest abilities has always been to make people feel like they are seen, to acknowledge them, to talk to them, to make them feel like they are your equal. As Sue Storm makes her way through the building, this is when she accidentally runs into a brand new intern, papers flying everywhere. She lets us know that her name is Zoe Golding. She is the new temporary in accounting. As Sue Storm very warmly greets her, says hello, they get into the elevator together. In another part of the building, we have the Thing and we have Herbie. They are batting down the hatches. They are preparing for the Celestial and whatever it may do. Not only that, people rioting, so on and so forth, all the chaos. They just want to ensure that everything is 100% protected. This is when Johnny pulls up in his flying Corvette. They have a quick conversation, Johnny saying that he's just gonna continue doing his rock star thing, because him being a rock star, him being in the light, people aspire to be him. That he is able to lift people's spirits up just by being himself. Very egotistical, very cocky of him, but he goes off to get some pizza, taking us back over to Sue Storm and Zoe Golding as they make their way up in the elevator, just having some regular everyday conversation, talking about their fathers, talking about superhero, talking about having to be multiple different people. As Zoe goes to get off of this elevator, she lets Sue Storm know that you are everything your file said you would be. But like her father taught her, take every bit of knowledge and use it to your advantage. Because her father raised her to be a cutthroat. Ever since her father had passed, the Empire has only grown bigger. This is where the attack begins. The force field going up around the Baxter Building. The Thing being attacked by the freaking drones. and Zoe Golding exposing that she is Midas, the daughter of Midas. This is one giant freaking heist, with her coming in with all her forces. In all the chaos with everything going on, this was the prime time to get in here and take anything that she could possibly want. Hacking all of the robots, hacking the entire system. The Baxter Building is now under the control of Midas, and Sue Storm is the only one capable of stopping this. Taking down the robots, saving a guy as he is falling down to his death. This is when all the goons come up and let her know that she has met her match. As the Thing is doing his battle, one by one he is taking them down as they try to use laser vision on him. He uses another one of them and shoots the other. This causes it to not melt, but it begins to expand. With its expansion, we see a giant explosion. Johnny Storm doing everything he can to try and break into the building, but the force field holds him back, with Sue Storm being told that there is nobody coming to save her. She says, then I guess it is time for some Yippie-ki-yay. She goes invisible and she starts laying down some hate. One by one, taking them out, creating force fields around their heads so they can't even breathe. One of them thinking that they might be clever because they have some thermal goggles on. The only problem is, when they go to shoot Sue Storm, she uses her abilities, creating a backfire in the gun that he is holding. All she has to do is put up a shield to block it from the blast, grabbing one of the earpieces from one of the goons. This is where Midas recognizes that she underestimated Sue Storm. Sue Storm letting her know that if you believe you underestimated me, wait till the rest of my family shows up. The only problem with that, right now the Thing is trapped under tons and tons of debris. Johnny is unable to break in, and Reed Richards, he has locked himself away in his think tank, trying to figure out what Dr. Midas might actually be after. Because at this point, the world is about to be destroyed. What could you possibly want in the last 24 hours of life? The truth is, she knows all about pocket dimensions. She got one when she was 16 years old. She knows that there are other places she can flee to, so she is not concerned in the slightest about any of that. But what she does want is the gift of knowledge. She is going to break into Reed Richards' vault and steal every single neuron that he has. And then they are going to take the Midas Foundation intergalactic. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I like this one because it wasn't hugely focused on the judgment of somebody. While Judgment Day very much is going on, this is people taking advantage of the opportunity. Reed Richards being the smartest man alive. Dr. Midas is going in here and she is going to essentially do brain surgery, pick his brain apart and take every bit of his knowledge, and then they're going to the stars. They are getting out of here, getting away from this planet and all of this judgment. And Dr. Midas, they planned this perfectly, making it to where Sue Storm is the only one that is even capable of fighting against them. Now, Dr. Midas definitely underestimated the ability of Sue Storm. She is going full Bruce Willis, she is going full Die Hard. And in issue number 48, we are gonna see this really reach its fruition. So let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you would like to get caught up on everything going on with the Fantastic Four or Judgment Day, be sure to check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It will get you completely caught up on everything going on with this event. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having 5 different tiers from $1 to $50, from loyalty badges to getting free comics every single month. This is not only a great way to support the channel, but also get yourself tons of perks. Now, if you can't do any of that, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.